Man. 2025 barely even started yet, and we might have already seen the fight of the year. Already. I ain't even gonna front. That was crazy. But feel me, if y'all ain't know, welcome back to Ock Boxing. And yeah, we back with another video. So let's break this shit down. David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Feel me? Battle of the Davids. Yo, that was a crazy fight. Off rips. Crazy fight. I mean, that's everything you want in a fight. Action. Had those, as the commentator said, ebbs and flows. I don't know which commentator that was, but ebbs and flows. And I had another video I recorded that you guys are going to see in a little minute. Not even in a little minute, like probably tomorrow or something. But I think I said ups and downs. But I'm going to start saying that, though. Ebbs and flows. That's really the right word or the right phrase. But ebbs and flows, bro. Like, damn. Like, that was crazy. Ups and downs, ebbs and flows, whatever you want to call it. Just back and forth. It'd be times you think Benavidez beating the shit out of him, and then, boom, David Morrell would come back with a mean counterpunch. I think it was the, fifth round? Yeah, I think it was the fourth round. Benavidez was fake beating the shit out of him, and it was like, hold on. Because the first 3 rounds was real close, and you was thinking, this will usually happen in Benavidez fights. You've seen it with Andre, seen it with playing a little bit later, but you thinking, all right, Benavidez coming on now. No Diddy. He about to just walk him down, you feel me? And then, boom, I think it was Morrell southpaw, right? It was a right hook that he hit him with. Just countered right on the chin. I'm gonna stop saying David. Benavidez ain't even see it. He ain't even see it. Caught him clean on the chin. He walked straight into it. But, yo, the thing about David Benavidez, though, is every time he get hurt, he just come back with a crazy amount of punches. And now, that was just me giving my initial reactions. But let's really break this down. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this fight showed me a lot of things. Now, off rip, I was definitely picking Benavidez to win this. But I knew David Morrell could win because he had the attributes and he had the style. But I shouldn't say the style, but he had the stylistic attributes, if that makes sense. And he kind of proved in this fight that he didn't have the style, which is why I thought he was going to lose. And what I mean by that is he had all the tools to win, but he just fought the wrong fight the whole entire way. But he also didn't have the experience. That's one thing he didn't have. And he didn't have the gas tank. But part of that is that experience in the later rounds. Like, I think he been 12 rounds with 3 people, I think. Maybe, I think he been 12 rounds with 3 people, but yeah, he don't got experience like that. My fault. I zoned out a little bit, so I might cut that out. But I'm going to let y'all know, too. This not going to really be edited. I'm going to just try to get this out quick, feel me? But, damn, what I was even saying. Yeah, David Benavidez, though, he be coming back with a flurry of punches. Just combinations. Every time that he get hurt. So, I mean, he's just a dog. But Morrell is a dog, too. But I feel like, man, I feel like he got to start listening to his corner, bro, because I thought he might not have been ready for the moment, but he definitely was. He was ready for the moment, but he just got to listen to his corner. It seemed like he just kind of doing his own thing in there. And I noticed that in the Hot Rod fight, too, and that's fake why I thought he was just not going to be able to execute, because it was all right with Hot Rod when it was like, all right, we just try to make this a clear fight and you're not executing. But when the fight is hanging in the balance and you're not executing, that's what's going to win and lose you the fight. But David Benavidez, he did his thing. I mean, you seen the difference between a healthy David Benavidez and the Benavidez that fought Vosdick. But that being said, I mean, this fight was pretty close. Like, I think David Benavidez definitely won, but on paper, this fight was closer than it should have been. And it was entertaining as hell. But, look, I mean, I scored it, I think, 7-5. I could see 8-4. I could even see 9-3. But I could also see 6-6. That's the thing. Like, I got to really watch it back and say what I really scored it. But a lot of those first 4 rounds was close. I think when I was watching it, because my stream was buffering a little. I ain't gonna lie, you already know I was bootlegging that shit. But I think I had 2 apiece after 4 rounds, but I'm not gonna hold you. Like, they were so close. You could have given Morrell 3 rounds. My fault, y'all. You could have given Morrell 3 rounds out of the first 4. And I fake thought Morrell won what was it? 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 9, 10, 11. Am I bugging? Nah, yeah. 9, 10, 11. I had Benavidez winning the middle rounds, like 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I had him winning 12 too. But if you give 3 rounds to Morrell out the first 4, you got 6-6 right there. I ain't gonna hold you though. 9 and 10 was mad close. You coulda gave 9 and 10 to Benavidez too. My fault, I'm smacked, y'all. But yeah, you coulda gave 9 and 10 to Benavidez too. But damn, the 11th round though, David Morrell with the knockdown out of nowhere. I'm not gonna hold you. By the 11th round, I just didn't think. I was thinking, all right, if he win the 11th and the 12th, maybe it's a draw. But I didn't think Morrell really had a chance to do nothing for real, to win the fight, because it just didn't seem like he had that gas tank anymore. He seemed like he was gassing out. Benavidez just seemed like he was doing his thing as always, but then that knockdown came out of nowhere. And to be honest, I don't even think it was the power, because it seemed like late Morrell didn't have the same power in his shots. But that knockdown really reminded me of when Benavidez got knocked down against Ronald Gavreau, because it was just an off-balance shot. Sometimes, see, he's gotten better with the head movement, but sometimes when he be coming in, trying to move his head, just rushing in, he's kind of off balance a little bit. And that's when he gets clipped with those shots, because that shot wasn't nearly as clean as the shot that caught him right on the chin in round 4. But it was just he was off balance. So when you off balance, it's not even about being hurt or your legs going. It's just your legs is already not there when you off balance. So any impact is liable to knock you down. You feel me? And that's why you seen he came back with that flurry afterwards. But that's what I felt like Morrell needed to be doing. When I said earlier he was fighting the wrong style, it was very much a my turn, your turn kind of fight. You feel me? And the times that Morrell had the most success was when he tried to counter. Either when he boxed off the back foot, maintained the distance and shit like that. Because he has the skills to do it. He got the amateur pedigree. He got the reach too. He got just the dimensions. He had the reach. He could have definitely did it. But he don't got the temperament though. As my man Sean Zattel like to say, the temperament. He don't got the temperament. He don't like to box. He like to be in a dogfight. And I could respect that, but you got to be smart about it. He needed to be hitting him with those hard counters, because he just couldn't keep up with the work rate of Benavidez. At first, those first 4 rounds, I thought it might be a real close fight, but then you seen he just couldn't keep up, and Benavidez just kept turning it up through those middle rounds. But 9 and 10, Benavidez started taking rounds off, and you seen that maybe in those middle rounds, Morrell was saving something for the end, but he was just never able to come on as hard as Benavidez did in the middle rounds. No did he? But what you call it? Great fight, man. I mean, and then the drama with the knockdown, then the point. I didn't even mention the point being deducted. That was crazy. You feel me? And look, I ain't gonna lie, it was definitely the right call, because Morrell was saying he punched me, but he punched you before the bell. You punched him after the bell, so that ain't even the same thing. But regardless though, it's like I could fake understand it though, because Benavidez was teeing off. Morrell just sitting there covering up. So when the ref get in between them to stop it, mind you, the crowd loud as hell. They going crazy because, feel me, he just got knocked down. Benavidez, now he coming back with all these punches, you feel me, combinations, whatever, right? Crowd going crazy. He probably don't even hear the bell. Benavidez ain't hear the bell. That's why the ref had to come in and grab him, feel me? But then, mind you, he covering up. You getting hit with so many shots, you probably not even seeing them bitches, right? Boom, you just feel the shots not coming at you no more. Instinctively, he probably just came back with that counter. Boom, just look up where he at, threw that hook. Now, maybe I'm wrong and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm just saying, it's possible. It's possible. And yeah, you definitely got to give credit to David Morrell. I mean, this was what, his 11th fight, 12th fight? And he just never fought at this level either. You feel me? And that's what I meant earlier when I said that this fight was closer than it should have been. Now, mind you, let me say this too, because I wish I edited this, because some of y'all probably gonna watch the first part that I said and click off because I ain't say this part. But whatever though, fuck it, I ain't need them anyway. But what I was gonna say is 6-6, a draw, right? That's giving literally every close round to Morrell. So I don't think that it should have even been a draw. I'm just saying I could see how someone would get that scorecard. But I think the right man won. But that being said, though, this fight was too close, bro. Like, now this was an entertaining-ass fight. But I just feel like this fight was not on the same level as Bivol Beterbiev fight. Not in terms of the scale or the entertainment, but in terms of the level that the fighters was fighting at. This was like I was saying, a lot of the time it was my turn, your turn, right? And Benavidez was struggling this much with a guy who wasn't really thinking in there, to be honest. And I'm not saying Morrell wasn't thinking at all. Obviously, he was thinking. But he was really fighting off of pure instinct. It really seemed like a lot of the time. And that was the problem. It was just, all right, cool. I'm a little tired. Like, all right, I'm going to just shell up. All right, like, I got to fight him off now. All right, let me hit him with a few. Like, you feel me? All right, let me rest again. Then it's like, okay, I got to come back now, the last few rounds. But it wasn't too much. Like, he wasn't putting the punches together. Or even when he was putting the punches together, he wasn't putting the sequences together. That's what I mean when I say he wasn't thinking. It was just bits and pieces here and there. And that's what I mean when I say he was fighting off instinct and really just off physicality. Because it was clear that Benavidez's punches just wasn't affecting Morrell like they did, and most guys at 68. So that part was consistent with the Vosdick fight. You feel me? And just, yeah, it was just a lot of natural talent and instinct that he was relying on. But you get in there with a guy like Beterbiev or Bivol, these guys is veterans. These guys been at the elite level. They fought guys like each other. And you seen that fight. They was fainting. It was like they was almost going faint for faint half the time. And obviously they were still throwing punches. It wasn't Shakur versus De Los Santos. But, I mean, it's just Benavidez is gonna have to be prepared to do a lot more thinking to beat to beat a guy like Benavidez. Now Bivol, I don't know. I mean, maybe Bivol don't got the power to keep a Benavidez off him. It might look a little bit more like the Vosdick fight. I don't know. We heard the sparring stories too, but I think Benavidez is a really bad matchup for Benavidez. I don't know who I would pick in the Bivol in a Bivol Benavidez fight. I'd probably favor Bivol, but I think it's real close. But Benavidez, man, nah, nah. I'm picking Benavidez. I'm picking Benavidez for sure. And yeah, I just think that's a bad matchup. He gonna get hit with way too many shots fighting the way he fought against Morrell today, and he could afford to do that because Morrell just couldn't keep up after 4 rounds. But if Morrell was able to keep up that work rate he had in the first 4 rounds, that he had, that he had in the first 4 rounds for the rest of the fight, then I think that man, yo, I'm smacked, bro. What was I saying? Oh, all right, I got you. Yo, I think that he would have won the fight. I'm not gonna hold you, cause Benavidez was gassing out too, which means I just think that if he want to fight this style, he low-key need to have a better gas tank himself, cause this is the first time he fought someone who could really take the energy out of him with the punches he was throwing. Like, Morrell was hurting Benavidez enough to where you're not just walking through these shots. When you getting hit, it's pushing you back and it's draining your energy. So, and you could see that. You could definitely see that was different in this fight from really any fight he been in before. So, yeah. Man, I don't got too much else to say. You feel me? Congrats to David Benavidez. Feel me? Still a great performance. I just think he got to clean up a couple of things. But he's definitely not no RoboCop. Let's get that out the way. My fault. I know I keep rambling. I was about to end the video, but I keep thinking of more shit to say. But he not no RoboCop. And if you got eyes, you could see that. But I know Morrell was just talking shit. And shit, that's another thing. I ain't gonna lie. I like David Morrell, son. Like, he funny as hell. Because, you feel me? David Benavidez doing his whole just being intense, and like, we see that all the time, but Morrell was trolling the fuck out of Benavidez in the press conferences and just in the lead up to the fight. And that's some different shit, you feel me? Like, it was just hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was dying and just watching all those press conferences. But back to what I was saying, feel me? Back to what I was saying. Benavidez, he not no RoboCop though. He got a lot of different aspects to his game. And you seen that. You feel me? He's actually a lot more defensively responsible than Morrell is. And he picks his shots real well. He uses his lead hand in good ways. You feel me? He be framing, using that to set up shots. He actually got a good jab too. He's not stupid, and he was thinking in there a lot more than my fault, yeah, my voice. He was thinking in there a lot more than Morrell was. Feel me? But yeah. Ain't too much else to say. That's why he won the fight, really. That's why he won the fight. If Morrell was thinking like he was, he probably could have won. But I think if Morrell just take heed to the shit that is being told to him and really develop as a fighter and develop his skills And his strategy too, start thinking in the ring more, and his just ring IQ and things like that. He got the physical, just genetics and like the reach, the power, feel me? The chin, clearly, even though I don't know how much power Benavidez really got at the division, but also hand speed. His hand speed is real good at 175. Like, he got a lot of physical gifts as well as just a lot of understanding of fundamentals, even though he doesn't use them from the amateur system. So, yeah, I think that if he take heed, he could develop into a real good fighter, because he did a lot better than I thought he would. He did a lot better than I thought he would. But yeah, like I was saying, congrats to David Benavidez, and congrats to David Morrell too, just on a great performance. Honestly, hopefully, all the better be of win, because I want to see David Benavidez versus the winner of that fight. I don't want to see a trilogy and then that get pushed off even more. Because Benavidez deserve a big fight, yo. Like, Benavidez really deserve a big fight. He should have had a title fight for 3 years at 68. Now, he was already in line after fighting Vosdick, which is a really tough fight, moving up for your first fight to fight the winner of the Better Be a Bivol fight. But now there's a rematch. And he took a even tougher, arguably, fight. I don't know, but at least equally tough fight with Morrell, when he could have just sat on his position. Feel me? No Diddy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But he could have sat on his position and just waited for, I don't know why I said it again, but he could have waited for the rematch and then just, feel me? But nah, he wanted to take a really tough fight, and he deserved to get a title fight after this. And what's better than an undisputed fight, feel me? So, yeah, hopefully that happened next. Congrats to both of them. This might be fight of the year. And without further ado, feel me? I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel me? Support is free. It do a lot for the channel. Just make sure y'all tune in.